All right, joining me at this time to kick off Music Spotlight Month is R&B singer from New York City. Goes by the name of the Underdog. He's with me right now. What's going on, man?
And
I'm doing real good, and thank you for being here to kick off Music Spotlight Month. I truly appreciate it.
yeah, no problem.
So, Underdog, let's go ahead and begin. What got you into doing music, man? How did it all started for you?
Well, like first of all, like I did do music since I was born. I mean, my dad is a musician. He played saxophone, the piano, anything. He played saxophone, like he has albums out, he does gospel. So I was like born into it. He brought me to church all the time. He made me sing. I used to be nervous, but like he used to throw me up there on stage, and I used to be nervous. But I don't know. I began to love it. You know, there I am.
You know, that's the thing with parents, especially in church. They gonna want you to be involved some way, somehow. And you know, they try to put me in the choir, and I'm not the singer that you are. I will say that much. So you call yourself the Underdog, and I'm sure there's an exclamation behind you calling yourself that. How did that came about? Was it through your parents? Was it through someone particular?
I mean, I came up with the name because because it felt like everybody is an underdog. Like as far as like if you're trying to make it in life, and you come from nothing. You're the underdog. Nobody expects you to make it from where you come from. I'm coming to odds as the underdog. That's my story. That's who I am. So that's why I call myself underdog.
Well said, man. And you know what? I think that's the approach that you have to go with, regardless of what type of entertainment you find yourself in, whether it's radio, whether it's music. I mean, everybody has to start at the bottom and then work their way up. Expand themselves, promote themselves, do things unorthodox, and there's always going to be a lot of closed doors. But in the entertainment industry, all it takes is one person to take a good look at you and to give you an opportunity. Who do you consider as influences in your music career?
Like I was saying, I grew up on music. I was put through the hell I went through with gospel music. I mean, I listen to gospel. I can listen to anything from. I grew up around a lot of people. I listen to contemporary rock, whether it's R&B, hip hop. I'm influenced by all of that. I listen to music as a whole. I don't listen to music as in genres. Music is just music to me. Like I don't make a specific genre.
Sounds good, man. So, I've heard some of your music on your SoundCloud page. I definitely like the music that you bring, and and you know how people want to compare you to artists or compare you to celebrities or things like that. But when I hear your sound, you sort of remind me of an R&B singer named The Dream. Have anyone told you that you kind of sound like The Dream or sound like someone particular?
Honestly, I've gotten a lot of people, like anywhere from Neo to I've gotten The Weeknd. I've gotten Usher, which is I don't understand that, but I feel like I don't know. I'm trying to make a sound that's me. I want to sound like me. I don't want to push to sound like anybody else. I'm not The Dream, so I want to sound like the Underdog, who I am. So, but I mean, a lot of people sound. I understand the similarities, but
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. It's either it's either The Dream or The Weeknd, right around those two. But
yeah,
like you said, you definitely want to have your own sound. You definitely want to sound different, and in the music industry, it could be difficult at times to get your sound out there, and then there's always gonna be people, unfortunately, like me, say you kind of sound like
Mhm.
this guy. Um,
Yeah.
so, and for the music that you reported out on SoundCloud, are we gonna expect any more music in the future?
That's a good one. That's a good question. I'm actually, what's it called? I recorded most of my songs are almost done for my mixtape called One Nation Underdog, which should be dropping like early May. And I'm dropping a song called Jasmine, and that single is coming out either next week or in 2 weeks. I'll let people know, but I'm shooting the video, a little studio performance video for it tomorrow, so you can look forward to that.
How do you feel about, getting ready for this music video shoot, the chemistry between you and the video director? How do you feel about getting yourself ready for this music video shoot?
Getting ready for it, you said?
Yeah, how do you feel about getting ready for this music video that you got coming out?
Honestly, like I feel like I go to sleep every night thinking about it. So it's like I'm I've I've been ready for this. Like I cannot wait, honestly. So like when I go on and that camera flies, like when it's a scene and it's ready, I've been ready. So it's nothing to me. I cannot wait. So
Again, the name of the mixtape, the record is called One Nation Underdog. It's coming out this May. Kind of gets you prepared for the summer season, late spring, early summer, right around those two. So be on the lookout for the Underdog's upcoming mixtape, One Nation Underdog. I'm definitely looking forward to it, especially after the songs I've heard on SoundCloud. And you can also follow now.
yeah.
Here's what I also want to ask you from a fan standpoint. You being an R&B singer, um, what is your take on R&B as it is today?
I mean, I've gotten the same thing as far as stepping too far out of the box. Honestly, I don't. I feel like there's no stepping too far out of the box. Like for as R&B to get to where it is today, somebody had to step out of the box. If nobody would have stepped out of the box, R&B would have been exactly what it's been way back in like the 50s, like James Brown and shit. So, you know, it's like
Yes.
somebody has to step out of the box. So I feel like R&B today is like R&B today. I don't really understand a lot of it because I feel like a lot of people are trying to sound like other people. Well, you should really sound like yourself. Like a lot of other R&B artists are like trying to sound like each other, and that's where the creativity is gone.
And do you think the reason behind that is mainly because of the record labels themselves, as far as they hear stuff on the radio and they want their
Yep.
artists to sound that way? Is it? I guess it's more like the lack of trust,
Creativity.
the lack of
Yeah.
trust in the artists, that they are the ones in the studio, they are the ones spending countless hours trying to put out the best music that they can do, and they hear the songs and they're like, no, that's not good enough. I mean,
Exactly.
all I'm saying is, what it all boils down to, you're gonna be hearing their voices on the radios when the DJ's playing them songs, or when radio's playing them songs. I mean, you signed them for a reason, because you believe that
Yep.
they can take your label to a whole nother level. I mean, I guess it's just the lack of trust with the record labels, I guess.
I feel like a lot of R&B artists, a lot of artists in general, don't have a lot of say in what's going on. They sign the contract, and pretty much signed up to be a slave, so that the A&Rs and everybody is telling them, this is what you're gonna put out. You're gonna put out a hit record that everybody is gonna like. So so they force you to sound like everybody else just for radio play and money. So, that's a lot of the reason too. Not a lot of R&B artists don't really have say in what's going on.
That is absolutely true. So, for your SoundCloud, why don't you go ahead and promote that and let people know the link towards that?
Okay, well, my SoundCloud is soundcloud.com/Roberto-Stewart. Stuart. It's my real name. I made it a while ago, before I was the Underd0g. So that's soundcloud.com/Roberto-Stewart. Stuart.
That's awesome. So go check it out.
That's why I'm focusing a lot of my stuff.
All right. Well, Underd0g, I want to thank you for being the first guest of Music Spotlight Month. I truly appreciate it.
No problem.
Best of success goes out to you. Everybody be on the lookout for that mixtape, One Nation Underd0g, coming out this May. And I'm sure the music will be posted on the SoundCloud page as well. Again, thank you for your time, man. Best of success goes out to you. And you got any final words?
First of all, I hope a lot of success goes out to you too, man. And another final words is stay tuned for this video that Jasmine dropping on YouTube, and yeah, I'm gonna keep making great music. My Twitter is @Underd0g. So, you can go follow me. But thank you, man.